Hello everyone, nice to have you with us on Vinat Diplomatic News Desk. And here are the topics that makes the most trending news headline for last week. Nigerian South Korea seek more military cooperation. Amechi, Fashola make ministerial nominee list. 10 quarantined in Calabar over Ebola virus. Dr. Goodluck Jonathan to lead 33 nation election observers in Tanzania. And former Bayelsa Governor Dipreye Alamesia is dead. Now the main news. The Chief of Army Staff, Tukur Buratai, has reiterated the willingness of the Nigerian Army to collaborate with its Korean counterpart in the areas of training and capacity building for troops. This is contained in a statement issued in Abuja on Wednesday by Onyema Nwachukwu for the Director of Army Public Relations, Sani Usman. Mr. Buratai, who was quoted as stating the Army's position when he hosted the South Korean defense attache to Nigeria, Navy Captain Shin Jae-sung. The Nigerian Army has expressed its continuous collaboration with the Republic of Korean Army in building capacity of its military for efficient performance. Mr. Buratai said he had noted with satisfaction the training exchange program between the two armies, which have spanned for decades, and he promised to maintain the excellent relationship existing between them. Mr. Sung had earlier told the Chief of Army Staff that his visit was aimed at seeking an improved military collaboration as regards to training and capacity building. It said the present security challenges in Nigeria were not peculiar to the country, adding that the countries were faced with similar challenges, hence the need for collaboration. The statement says some principal staff officers of the Army headquarters, as well as the Council Chief Security Officer of the Republic of Korean Embassy in Nigeria, were present at the forum. The Senate President on Tuesday read out the list of ministerial nominees sent by President Buhari Muhammad, which has in it a total of 20 names. One by one, they were reviewed, most known and a few making their debut on the national scene. Dr. Bukola Saraki unveiled the names of the men and women that are expected to make up the president's cabinet if they scale through their screening on Tuesday, October 13, 2015. Some of the notable names on the list are former governors Babatunde Fashola, Kayode Fayemi, Rotimi Amechi, and Dr. Chris Ngige. Minority leader Senator Godswill Akpabio raised a point of order on the need for the list of the nominees to cover all states of the Federation. This was greeted with reactions from the lawmakers. The names of the ministerial nominees is displayed on your screen. University of Calabar Teaching Hospital has quarantined 10 persons following the death of a patient in the hospital on Wednesday with symptoms suspected to be Ebola virus. Dr. Quinet Carlo, chairman of Medical Advisory Committee of the hospital, who made the revelation on Thursday in Calabar while addressing pressmen, said blood samples have been sent to the Ebola Diagnosing Center in Benin, Edo State. On Wednesday, 7th October 2015, we managed a patient who presented with symptoms mimicking viral hemorrhage, Ebola virus, and have decided to take the necessary measures. Dr. Carlos stated that those quarantined are principally nurses who attended to the patient and those who came in contact with him before his death. The following have been informed: National Center for Disease Control, Federal Ministry of Health, the Cross River State Government, Calabar Municipality, and the Department of State Security Services, DSS. She said further information will be provided to the public as soon as the test result of blood samples sent for analysis is received by the hospital. Former Nigerian President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan has been named to lead the 33 Nation Observer Mission on Sunday, October 25, 2015 general election to be held in Tanzania. The acting permanent secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Yahaya Simba, made this known in Dar es Salaam, the Tanzanian capital, adding that the mission will be made up of observers from Africa, Asia, the Americas, Europe, and the Pacific. Speaking at a meeting jointly organized by the UN and the government of Tanzania to herald activities of the UN 70th anniversary, which will be commemorated next week, Simba stated that while Jonathan will lead the Commonwealth Observers team, former Mozambican President Armando Guebuza will lead the African Union AU Observer team. He said Tanzania is pleased to note that the post-2015 development agenda, inter alia, has taken on board the unfinished business of the MDGs, focusing on transformative change and endeavoring to eradicate poverty in all its forms by 2030. Also speaking at the event, the UN Resident Coordinator for Tanzania, Alvaro Rodriguez, said men and women in Tanzania look forward to peaceful and credible general elections and their voices to be heard on October 25th, the date of the elections. While the British government seems determined to resurrect the case of former Bayelsa State Governor Dipre Alamessia, he reportedly died of cardiac arrest at the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital on the 10th of October 2015. Alamessia died after slipping into coma 2 days before his death and was placed on life support. The Bayelsa State Commissioner for Information, Esue Dan Kiliki, who confirmed the death of a former governor, said that his death was a great loss to the Ijaw ethnic group. There were reports during the week that the British government was determined to resurrect an outstanding case of money laundering against the former governor and had requested for his extradition to London. Alamessia, who was facing money laundering charges, jumped bail and returned to Nigeria and had since then refused to answer summons for trial to continue. He was convicted of corruption charges in Nigeria but was later granted state pardon by former President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. And before we say goodbye, let's take a look at the headlines that makes up the main stories. Nigeria and South Korea seek more military cooperation. Amechi Fashola make ministerial nominees list. 10 quarantined in Calabar over Ebola virus. Dr. Goodluck Jonathan to lead 33 nation election observers in Tanzania. Former Bayelsa Governor Dipre Alamessia is dead. And at this point, we'll come to the end of this week's news edition on Vinat Global Communications. I am Tochi Peace Nzako, saying have a good day.